What lies below is seen above. On this day, I see you. I am the Oracle of Idela Haladite, and I bear a message for you. Oracles divine the meanings of messages or visions from the gods. Anakatos did not ask for my service, but with him gone, I am free to resume my duty. Our city in the sky is home to me. I have walked these beautiful stones ever since I was just a little girl. From a very young age, I understood things not clear to others. As I aged, I was offered guidance by our spiritual leaders, training my mind to accept the messages of the gods. This is how I am able to divine information to our people. Our gods have not forsaken us, as you have shown. The time of their absence in our lives is over. Do not doubt it. It comes from the gods. With the Hyperion raised, my powers of divination are at their strongest. A new era comes. But as it does, the Marauders have worked grim magics that must be undone. One who is gifted with the insight of the gods enough to interpret their messages for those less holy. With the Hyperion raised, my power has expanded much in capacity, enough to see the gods challenge for you. Built into this city and these lands are circles of sacrifice made by the Marauders and the fallen of our kind. They are an affront to our gods. My insights show that should the guardians of these circles be killed, the gods will leave great rewards for the ones that will help. Your abilities are great, and so is the reward offered. Face the first circle, the altar of doubt. You will locate a sacrificial altar and dispose of the creatures that appear. They are the guardians of these circles. There are 3 sacrificial altars: the altar of doubt, the altar of betrayal, and the altar of regression. Return to me after you make a sacrifice at each one, and I will divine the location of a reward the gods deem fit for your labor. The altar of doubt is your first step in the journey. We must have faith in that which we cannot see or know to truly start to trust in our gods. Until we meet again.
Athene, guide your actions.
What brings the beckoned to me on this day? She is the Primos now. Having served in the Guard, I am certain that she will be a just leader. The Primos is the leader of our people in prayer and in other matters of life. They are appointed by Athene herself. Mine is the duty to safeguard the Colossi from any threat, so Secondra has charged all the Guard. Lawbreakers in Idella do not enjoy the luxury of internment. All lawbreakers are immediately subjected to combat. It may seem severe, but we are a wise people. None have had need to test this punishment, least of all you, I am sure. Tread carefully if you are heading into the sewers. What brings the beckoned to me on this day? You have seen Histus? I have not heard from him in so long. I was worried something had happened to him. What business has he sent you on? That fool! He is as oblivious and idealistic as the day I took him for my husband. Very well, I will see him after straightening out some affairs. Tread carefully if you are heading into the sewers.
Beckoned, I pray for you.
beckoned.
I have potions to offer you, beckoned. A great many potions. Be careful. Out there, I have potions to offer you, beckon. A great many potions. I have potions for every need. You must be the beckoned.
Greeting. And you return to me. I hope you are finding this work well suited. Very well. I shall endeavor to reward you for your labor.
All is well, I hope. How goes the search for my Galatea? Any news of her yet? Yes. And how was it? Was it unharmed? There are many statues throughout the teeth of Naros beckoned. What is special about this one? Then you found her. It is my Galatea, or what I have left of her. In truth, my wife died beckoned, at the hands of a troll years before. I carved that statue to honor her memory, and every passing year I would work further on it, bringing it as close to her likeness as I could. But that ritual was robbed from me. I must have closure. Please, beckon, find her killer, the troll called Kern. Bring him to justice. Go back to the Warren and search for him there. That is where he ambushed my wife and me years before. My wife was killed by a troll down in the Warren. All I have left. But as I am forbidden to leave the city, the only comfort I have. On your way now.
Yes?
Hark! That face! So soft and flush. It is none other. The hero of the festival. The harbinger of joy. The beckoned has come in my hour of need. The fine establishment you see here is the Theatre of Andronikos. We tragedians and our loyal audience are the cultural center of Idylla. Questions of ethics, morals, and cultivation are explored through the metaphor of my plays. Entire worlds are created and destroyed on that stage behind me. I was a tragedian before I became the master playwright I am today, studying under Andronikos himself. No one knows more than I do about literature and Colossi theater, except perhaps for Master Andronikos, but he is, unfortunately, no longer with us. I despair that he will never see the productions I have written since his passing. Despite all I have accomplished, I feel that I'm still working to crawl out from under his shadow. Perhaps with my newest play, The Humbled, I can finally do so. He was my mentor. I apprenticed as a tragedian under Andronikos. I sharpened his quills, blotted his parchment, and here I am today. I'm preparing for a production of my latest masterpiece, The Humbled. With the city in revelry, there is no better time to launch the show. But I have been struggling to cast the performance, and it would be beyond sacrilege for me to do so when you are so close. Please, will you channel your divinity and tell me who Athene would have play my characters? I expected no less from the beckoned. I have narrowed my list of candidates to 3 performers. They are all of splendid tragedian quality, but I shall require you to cast them in the proper roles. Their names are Rhode, Ariope, and Zoticus. Seek them out, and take this manuscript. It contains all the information you need to cast the play. Farewell.
Hello there. Beckoned. I have been hoping to speak with you since I heard of all you have done for our people. I have a task for you. One no one else in the city can perform. Faith keeps most of our laws enforced, but I handle the ones not worthy of our God's close care. We have a plant in this city, the Evan root. It was brought with the utmost care from our homeland. There was a special tender for the Evan root, but he has passed. No colossi but the tender or his heir can care for the plant, so tradition dictates. The heir is en route to our city, but the Evan root will die if it is not tended, and the heir is weeks away. Indeed you are not. No colossi but the heir may complete this ritual. But you are no colossi, are you? I must say, there was no greater relief than when I heard the beckoned was an outsider. Oh, thank the gods. I have been at my wit's end for days trying to devise some way of appeasing all parties. It has not been easy. To water the Evan root, you will require spring water from Njordr's font. This water is outside the city, along with the vessel to carry the water. Find this vessel, the amphora, and fill it with water from the font. Then bring the water to the plant and tend it. It is located in Njordr's font. Find it and fill it with the spring water. It is a pure, clean mountain spring, named in honor of the god of water. It is the only source we can use when tending the Evan root. Good day.
Be careful here. Please, do not disturb the tragedians.
Enter the beckoned. I hope Idilla is to your liking, beckoned. I have a sprawling range as a tragedian, I assure you, but I require the chance to prove it. Perhaps the humbled is my great opportunity. So you speak for him. Excellent. I was not aware he knew the beckoned. Shall I audition now? Success! The might of giants will never compare to Athene's grace, esteem, and judgment ever fair. My, how grand that was! I've never felt so well with him before. The, time has come. Tomorrow we ride. To where do we ride? That is a good question. Let us, well, sleep on it. That was probably my best portrayal of him, I won't lie. Come at me, hero, and taste the sting of my blade. You mislead our people, I will end your crusade. A few kinks in that reed, I know, but I can work it out before the show easily enough. Success! The might of giants will never compare to Athene's grace, esteem. My, how grand that was! I'm sure the beckoned is a decider worthy of his station. Whatever role you cast for me shall be the right one. Enjoy the theater of Andronikos.
You must be the beckoned. Astonishing. I did not expect you to be so diminutive. In truth, I find the tragedies we've made recently to be rather dreary. I prefer satires myself. The Humbled seems an interesting production. There is an opportunity for much if some of the tone is changed. Oh, I am well aware. You speak for him, Beckoned? Has he made a decision regarding our roles? Or shall I be auditioning now? You are a large adversary. You are very tall, but you are weak, feeble. When I, strike you, you bawl. Sorry, I'm so used to playing the character, I never actually auditioned it before. More wine, more meat, more ale. I've nothing left but slop. And bring it in soon, bring it raw, with bread to sup. That came rather easily. Who'd have thought? Let me see. How does this one go again? Yes. You shall pay for your bravado. When I catch you, I shall inflict such vitriol that you will sink in shame. Does that rhyme? I guess, well, I could probably come up with something better after a few weeks' practice. Take your time with the decision, Beckoned. I am confident you will make the right choices. Enjoy your stay.
You are the Beckoned. How are you finding our wondrous city? I am a tragedian of several years. I have often been cast as the villain, and I'm rather ashamed to find myself comfortable in such a role. Of course, you must exercise all of yourself to attain true strength. I long to try other roles, but I am unsure where to start. I knew he was considering it. Very well. What role am I reading for? They shall look to me, and they will ask what will happen to the Myru of tomorrow. And I shall tell them... Well, you get the idea, at any rate. That was about what I expected. Destroy your adversary, hero. Split his head, like a melon in the sun, until he is dead. Dead! Yes, that rhymes. I've done it so many times. How could I have forgotten? Bow down, you pious ones! Your gods have left you weak! You clap on chains of faith, deserved by the meek! Rather fun, I must say. Wonderful. I shall await the casting results. Yes, have you made a decision? Shall I play something for you? Perhaps the hero. My hero is quite good. Wonderful. I shall await the casting. You honor us with your presence.
Please, do not disturb the tragedy.
The beckoned has come. All is well.
You'll find the tragedians here, in the theater. Excellent. Who have you cast in the role of the hero? Very well. And what about the role of the villain? I would have done the same. Excellent. What about the role of the Jotun? An interesting choice. I believe that completes the cast. Thank you for all you have done, Beckoned. Farewell.
How may I serve?
Athene, guide your actions.
What can I do?
Yes! With the Hyperion raised, we can finally lift our spirits in revelry. We shall never forget this day. It will always be honored as the Festival of Athene. My people will need a leader, now that Anakatos is past. Until a suitable one is found, I will take his place. The goddess is with my people once more. I can feel her power flowing through me. I cannot even begin to describe it. Thank you, Beckoned, for bringing us back to her. Farewell, Beckoned.
Blessings of peace.
Beckoned, I pray.
Do you bring news from below? With my brother indisposing himself, it falls to me to keep watch over my family's estate, little though it is. My family has done much for this city, so we are given our own private station in these quarters. They serve well enough, but I cannot say they compare to the home we had before we came to these blasted lands. They are the lowest. Colossi without faith, mindless, violent, and forever despairing. Histis has the nerve to call himself a brother, living in the wilds, acting like a savage. Might as well be a marauder. My brother? I would hardly consider Histis family anymore. He left that behind when he turned his back on civilization, like one of those marauders. What business has he sent you on, Beckoned? Is that so? Well, you can tell him that if he wants the family ring so badly, then he can come up here and claim it himself. Well, the ring is an heirloom, so to speak, but there is little wisdom in hanging on to such things, should their time be reached. It is in my chest over there. Here is the key. Yes, farewell.
Any findings?
Don't see many new faces out here. So you have completed the tasks, but I do not see Corina. Then her choice is made. Well, there is no more putting this off. I must take my leave. Well, the Jotun go with bare feet, so I will as well. Take my sandals, Beckoned. They may be of some use to you. You should not concern yourself with my affairs. I have studied the Jotun long enough. I know the risks, and I can avoid every single one of them. Now, take your due, and I will claim mine. There's not really enough space in this camp for two. This camp is small, Beckoned. Only room enough for one. If you have no business with me, then it would be best for you to move along. Too much interaction with anyone outside of the Jotun could be hazardous to my research. There's not really enough space in this camp for two.
You have slain Kern. I now have the peace of mind to know that my wife's murderer is no longer around to torment her grave. I cannot thank you enough. I have little of my own, but take these. The gauntlets I wore when I first started carving stone. May they serve you. I miss her every day, but there is some small comfort in knowing that her death has been avenged. Take care.
You have watered the Evenroot. Thank you, friend. I can finally set aside the burden of this work. Without you, the Evenroot surely would have died before the heir arrived. Please take this ring for your part in helping me. And by way of advice, there is a wild variant of Evenroot in these lands. Water them like you did this one, and the rewards may be of use. There is a wild variant of the Evenroot that grows throughout the teeth of Naros. You should be able to harvest them, but they will need water from the amphora, just as the main Evenroot did. Since they are wild, they require less water, but after harvesting a few, you will have to refill the amphora to continue. Stay alert, Beckoned.
The justice you have brought to the altar of doubt pleases the gods. They have graced me with a vision of where to claim your due. Once you retrieve your reward, you will be able to move on to the next sacrifice at the altar of betrayal. Speak with me once more when you have made another sacrifice, and I will divine the location of another reward. The altar of betrayal is the second step in the journey. If one is not loyal to their beliefs, they will not have the strength to defend themselves. Until we meet again.
Be careful here.
Yes? Beckoned, you're here! You cast the production wonderfully. Please, take this, just a small token of my appreciation. Though, I do have a final favor to ask of you. My narrator has failed to appear for her part. You must perform the final scene with me in her stead. When you hear the cue for the messenger, head onto the stage. Quickly, read the end of the manuscript I gave you. The messenger simply imparts the ending of the story to the audience. Remember, the play is largely improvisational. Just speak with the knowledge you have of our people. As the beckoned, you are sure to succeed in this. Farewell. Send for the messenger. I am eager to learn the fate of our dear hero. There you are. What word do you bring? What of the hero and the stalwart Jotun? Then this is a momentous day indeed. What of the Jotun, herald of the hero? Wonderful. I had no doubt the great hero would come back to us, but I am glad the stalwart Jotun has survived. Did the hero have anything else to say? I see. So the hero has given us a new name. Colossi. It sounds of a boulder crushing our foes. It is good. It is time we celebrated, messenger. Tomorrow is a new day for us. That was fantastic. You projected like a master tragedian. Please, take this ring as a token of my appreciation. You've certainly earned it. Farewell.
I hear you.
Blessings to you. The gods smile once more. They have another reward left for your troubles, and I have divined its location. Once you retrieve your reward, you will be able to move on to the last of these heinous circles, the altar of regression. Speak with me again when you have purged these foul magics, for the gods will make the location of their true gift known. The sacrificial altar of regression is the final step in the journey. It is meant to dispel the wisdom we have gained. From faith stems loyalty, and through loyalty wisdom is earned. Rest well. Tomorrow comes. Thank you for your dedication. The gods have divined the location of the final gift to me. You have proved your faith and loyalty to us, and derived great wisdom from these trials. Collect this last, rare item, and be at ease. The old ways have been treated with reverence due. Good day.
You must be the beckoned. Well done, beckoned. You've set a record few might hope to beat. Take the prize. You've earned it. Well done, beckoned. You are certainly fleet of foot.
By the magnificent graces of Athene, a city was built upon gloried heights. So stood Idylla in bountiful tribute, a colossi bastion, the virtue of the Uranos. We build this for you, Athene. We build this for you, our blessed goddess.
Ever since this place was abandoned, strange beasts have moved in. Stay close. This place has been abandoned for so long that some Fate Weavers think it's just a legend. theater can show us the whole tapestry of fate laid bare. We can do nothing to change it or prevent its horrors. Well, most of us can't. After all those years of hiding in a bottle, it's good to see some action again. If only one last time. almost there. Or at least as far as I can take you. I've seen this moment. I'm sorry, my friend. This is as far as I can take you. He was supposed to... Do you have any idea what you've done? What sort of power you're playing with? You absorbed everything he was, everything he would do. You changed the weave of destiny itself. Because of you, there are deeds he won't do. Children of his that won't be born. Victims that won't die when they were supposed to. Yes, I'm aware. But there's still no telling what damage you could do if you aren't careful. You're much more dangerous than I thought. We need to get you to the Theater of Fate right away. You know where you stand with a gnome. They're always so focused on their work or research or what have you, that they've got no time for lies. Shame, they try to stay out of fights. Much as we could use their help in the war, staying neutral is about the only way they can stay safe. It's the ruins of the Theater of Fate. This is where the first Fate Weavers learned how to read the weave. They left their wisdom behind in the Destiny Stone. I'm hoping that the stone will tell me who you are. theater of fate. I never thought I'd see it. We Fate Weavers never fully understood the power of this place. Seems there's a lot we don't understand. Gods, I should have brought another bottle. No surprise that Niskaru found its way to this place of power. Everything about these ruins is dedicated to this room, and at the center of it all is the Destiny Stone. With it, the Fae taught the Fate Weavers the answers to the deepest mysteries of fate. Put your hands on the stone, and maybe we can find answers to your own mysteries. This temple was built by the Arathi, and it's been here as long as recorded history. But the Destiny Stone was made by the first Fate Weavers. The legends say that they drew on ageless wisdom to build the stone. But with our order so scattered now, it hasn't been used in years. The Destiny Stone came apart at your touch, and all around you the tapestry of fate, unweaving itself. And there at the core was the Codex of Destiny, the wisdom that the Fae used to help the first Fate Weavers understand the nature of the weave. Don't you see what this means? Yes, it is. And from what I can tell, you're the one changing it. With every breath, you're changing how lives begin and end. The way the Codex of Destiny came to you out of the stone. That's got to mean something, too. But I'll be damned if I can read this thing. As dangerous as an open flame, you could help people or destroy them entirely. When you get involved, there's no grand cosmic plan. Only freedom and all the dangers that come with it. And that means I owe you, Wait. What's that?
Purge the abomination! In the name of God's law! Mountain God
This looks like some fun.
are you? How do we know you're not working with the Tuatha?
I don't care if you trust me. I'm much more interested in your friend here. I'm beginning to think that these Tuatha don't like you. Now, why do you think that might be? After all, someone who can change the fate of the world, who wouldn't want you? I'm not sure, but they're very well informed about your location. They came straight here from Didenhill, but they're not nearly as interesting as you. Especially now that they're dead. Now it's my turn. Why are you here? Ha! Knowing the future is for fools. Who reads the end of a book before it's time? Save your attention for the present. Like that codex you found? Our scholars thought those were all gone from the world. But you're just full of surprises. Good luck understanding it. That's Fey knowledge. They don't even have a written language. The stone is simply embedded with what they know, unseeable to mortals. For something like that, you'll need more than just any lawmaster. In fact, you may want to go straight to the top. Once you deal with these Tuatha, perhaps you should visit the High King in Issa. I'm sure someone as resourceful as you can find their way in. Be on your way.
We can't trust her. Never met a Ducklefar who'd give me a straight answer, even with a sword at their throat. But she wasn't wrong about that codex. Just be careful doing anything she suggests. Meanwhile, we can't just ignore the Tuatha that are tracking you. We need to do something about them. She said they came through Didenhill, didn't she? They don't belong in these lands, so they probably left a trail wide as an Eden's backside. Meet me there, and we'll track them down. Maybe we can find out why they're after you, or at least how they can find you so easily. I've got some final rites to perform before I leave this place. Good luck.
Yes. The Gardens of Issa, home of the Summer Fae, once spread from the forests of Dalantarth, across the plains of Erethel, and even through the deserts of Ditir. Between the madness of the war and the spread of man, Alfar, and Gnome, the Summer Fae lose a little more ground every day. A tragedy for them. You haven't been around much, have you? The Tuatha have been pressing west from their home in Alabastra. Right now, they're only threatening my people. But if we fall, the Tuatha will turn their eyes to the other mortal races. A close friend once told me, strive to be whatever you want to be. Fate might be a lie, but if it isn't, then worrying about it won't change a thing. We are the charmed, the subtle, and the inspired. In happier days, we were the loftiest of the mortal races. We despise open war. But for decades, the Tuatha have been at war with us, pushing into our lands and forcing us to take up arms. That codex isn't just a complicated law stone. It seems to tell a tale most Fae don't want to hear, and created by High King Titarian himself, no less. Interesting. I'm a woman of many talents, and we're all taught that we must use our talents for the greatest good, right? Be on your way.